Hawaii is one of the most stunning places on Earth, so the state is taking on its biggest infrastructure project yet. Honolulu officially has its own fully autonomous mass transit system. That's the first of its kind in the US. The $10 billion scheme has now essentially doubled the original budget and is seriously behind schedule. And in 2008, voters finally approved an idea for a 32 km elevated railway from the suburbs of Oahu to the bustling capital Honolulu. The $5 billion project promised to alleviate congestion and reduce emissions while providing a faster alternative to the bus system by 2020. Ultimately, the finalized path will now be a 30 km two-track structure with 19 stations. An additional segment will include 2 more stations that will further extend it in the future. On average, it will travel 48 km per hour, cutting some commuting times in half and eliminating traffic by 40,000 cars daily. Officials project around 100,000 passengers will ride the train daily. It will also be the first autonomous and driverless metro in the entire country. This allows for cheaper and safer operation of the cars, as it can eliminate human error, which often is the reason behind accidents and delays. The railway itself will be elevated, because in a landscape with such varying topography, it's a bit easier to build over rather than straight through, as each segment weighs around 50 tons. This is a type of trolley that moves across a system of parallel beams carrying materials. The elevated design allows construction to often be cheaper, as tracks are often lighter and narrower than standard or underground tracks. It's also faster and safer, while still allowing activity to go on below. After a cascade of roadblocks, it's not expected to be finished until 2031. It's no surprise the project blasted through its initial budget, and the first leg of the skyline didn't open until June 2023. And for many, it was a long time coming. Despite a not-so-great public track record, over 9,000 rode the train the first day. Now that the first segment is finally welcoming riders, the perception of what it can offer Hawaiians is already changing. Some people loved it, some got motion sick, and some have called for later trains, as they currently only run until 7 p.m. But it's not over yet. With about 40% of the project remaining, there's still a long way to go with the track eventually connecting into downtown Honolulu, as local residents and businesses are covering the cost of budget overruns. Only time will tell if Hawaii's new railway will join the ranks of other infrastructure projects around the world.